north, the east and the west. Their battles won't matter. Only the music can settle the score. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then journey is bound. So rock till you die. Yeah, bones rip my eyes, and when they eat my flesh, but I got the power to win all the hours and rock my life away. The sound of the crowd, the creak of the bones, I play it so loud with my mates or alone. It don't really matter if my world should shatter. I'll hold it together in honor to stone. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then burning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then burning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turn back to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you
Hey guys, welcome to the True Blue Riffcast with your hosts, Jeremy and Dave. My name is Christine DeBelle, but many of you know me as Susan from A Talking Cat. And as you know, I have to go and get my cheese puffs out of the oven. So have a great time with Jeremy and Dave. See you soon.
Thanks, Christine. This is the True Blue Riffcast, the number one Riff Tracks podcast in the world. I am Jeremy, and I am joined, as always, by...
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. Sorry if I sound like I'm out of breath. I'm traveling very fast to Scotland. I can't really say why, but things aren't looking that great.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dave.
But before the podcast, we were wondering just like how much of this should we actually acknowledge on the podcast, because it seems highly likely that some historic news will break while we are on the air.
There's definitely a chance. That would be weird if it did, because we haven't had anything happen like that yet. So
yeah, like no towers have fallen while we're on the True Blue Riffcast.
Oh my gosh. Could you even imagine being live and having that happen? Like,
I don't think we would be able to get off. I think we would just be like, I think if something like that happened, like on that level, we'd probably just be sitting there in shock talking about it. Like, because you know how like all the broadcasts from 9/11 from like Howard Stern and just like anybody who was on the air at that time are now just like historic. I don't want to say relics, but like people go back and like analyze them. Like that's what this would be.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to go in and turn the auto ads off so they didn't run automatically. Because that would suck for everybody involved. Because we'd still be talking about something. I just remembered they're still on from my regular streams. So
oh no,
I had to toggle that off. It's okay. The first one doesn't start until 15 minutes into the live stream. So we're still good.
Anyway, the Queen might die while we're. I don't know. I take it back. The news of the Queen dying might break.
Yes.
While we're on the air, there's a difference because I happen to believe that she is already dead.
I mean, there's the distinct chance of that, but moving on from from potentially a world headline.
Yeah.
Anything new going on with you, Dave?
Are you referring to anything specific?
No, just in general. I know. There's one thing that you might want to mention. As far as Kindle books.
Oh, right, yeah. All my books, guys. All my novels on the Amazon Kindle. They're all 99 cents. They've been selling like gangbusters. I went ahead and set them all to 99 cents because no one's buying this shit at $10 anyway. Oh, sorry, Twitch. So I went ahead and like turned the dial down to like as close to free as I could get them. And I put it in that group of 65,000 people who hate my guts. And sales just like went through the roof.
I was gonna say, are they all hate reading your books now?
I don't give a damn if they are, just as long as they pay me and my Amazon rank goes up. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, hey, if you wanna, like, I'm gonna leave them like that. Now the audiobooks you still gotta pay full price for. Sorry about that. I'm not the only one that gets paid there, but as far as Kindle books go there. I'm gonna leave them at 99 cents for the rest of the year.
I just posted a link. The link in the chat. I just posted a link in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've already made like in the last, I think it's like 3 or 4 days, I've already made like 200 sales. So, and here's the thing, I only get 35 cents from each of those. So yeah. I've made a grand total of $30.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, $30. You're rolling flush with cash.
I think at this point it's more important to boost my profile than it is to really like make money with these things.
Yeah, get that stuff out there more.
Mm-hmm.
It's all for the exposure, folks. All for the exposure.
All for the exposure. It's not like, they like people die of exposure. Like that's why I don't do graphics for free anymore. It's just like, oh, you'll get paid in exposure. Like that is horse shit.
I don't need that.
Yeah. I need money.
I'm starting my new job on Sunday.
Another one.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, this last couple months I've been bouncing around all over the place, and I'm going to one of the places that I originally got an offer from 2 months ago, or 3 months ago now, because it is September, I guess. But
is this the place that shows movies that we spoke of, or is this?
Yes, this is the movie theater. I'm going to be a manager at the local movie theater.
Nice.
Which, hey, that works.
Always complain about, right?
Yes. So now I have the opportunity to enact some change. And hopefully. Well, I'm gonna be trying my best. Change number 1, Riff Tracks Live. You better believe that I'm going to be
you better
campaigning. I'm going to be campaigning hardcore for that. Like, they used to show them there. Come on, guys. It's only been 3 years since you showed it.
It says we're probably only going to get one a year from now on.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Let's go. So enough about us. Let's... Today we are unfortunately going to be discussing the movie Cats. Spoiler alert, it sucks.
It's really bad.
But we'll definitely be getting into it because
I was shocked at how bad it was.
We have some strong feelings about this movie. And of course we'll be taking a look at the weekend box office before that, but first it's time to check in and see what the hell James Wan is doing.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. Jeremy, this happened like 2 minutes before we went live, and Jeremy's like, "Well, I'm gonna go see what James Wan's doing. He's probably not doing anything. He's a freaking loser." It was like that, and then suddenly, like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I was like, what? You better tell me. He's like, I'm going to go look. And he's like, no, you
Yeah.
have to wait and get your reaction live. So I'm like, oh God. So this better be good, Jeremy.
Well, the first part of it is something that's been up for a while. This is August 25th. This is the post.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Birdemic 3 escape car. Prius plug-in is no more. Bad engine and dead lithium battery.
Your electric car sucks.
The next
save the planet. It's gonna
the
save
next
the planet.
one-
Now it's gonna be a cube.
Yeah, well, okay, you ready? His James Wan's next 3 films.
What? Hold on,
Imagine,
what?
yeah, he posted a thing of his next 3 films. Technically, it's 4, but
Okay, so is Birdemic 3 the first one?
nope. This is his films after Birdemic 3.
So there are 4 films after Birdemic 3.
Yes, we've got Imagine Earth 2032, an innovative plan to fix global warming / climate change. It's a full
Oh
title.
God.
The
Okay,
next
whatever.
one is one that I know we've mentioned before because he's talked about it on Twitter before. Hitchcock and
is-
Romance. That's the Hitchcock documentary that he's doing.
He's doing
Uh,
documentaries now?
Yeah. And then there's a movie that he's making called The Sea is Rising. Okay, and here's the 4th one. You ready?
Oh,
In
is this the one-
2025.
2025?
In 2025, Birdemic 4 Extinction.
You made that up.
I swear to God, it says it right here. In 2025, Birdemic 4 Extinction. And that has a question mark after it. I don't know.
God's sake.
But the thing, I saw his announcement of the movie Imagine Earth 2032, a plan to
Jesus
fix global
Christ in
warming.
heaven.
I saw that before I saw the Birdemic 4 thing, and that was my thing. Like, I didn't realize he was making this a documentary.
Okay, so
Due to the climate emergency in early 2023,
okay.
James Wan will be releasing a documentary film, Imagine Earth 2032, a plan to fix global warming. A James Wan picture.
okay.
But yeah, then the Birdemic 4 coming in
I have a
3
few
years.
questions. You can't drop that on me without me asking a few questions. These 3 movies before Birdemic 4, bullcrap numbers 1 through 3, the documentaries. Like he did a documentary short about
like a taxi driver or something.
yeah,
In-
okay. I
in
don't
Korea
want
or
to
something?
sound rude or mean. I really don't. I know that's my shtick, but like there's no other way to describe this man. He's basically a freak who has like a giant deformed head. And James Wan did a short little documentary about him. It was in Vietnam, and he claims that this happened to him because of Agent Orange, I think, or something.
Okay, something from
And that
the,
was like-
the Korean
was like-
War.
Yeah, that was like 17 minutes.
It was 17
Are-
minutes long.
Yeah, it was not long. It was not full length. Are these movies that he's making, are they full length or are they like that?
It doesn't say. It just says these are his next 3 films. He's
also
got a
did
link to the
another-
page for Hitchcock and Romance. Is Vertigo Hitchcock's greatest masterpiece and romantic thriller? A James
know. I've
Wan
never
picture,
seen it.
movie head production. No, this is on the poster. I'm reading the poster.
Oh,
A movie head production hosted and narrated by Dan. I have no idea how to say this. Auiler.
a what?
Auiler.
Okay, I'm not even gonna
That's the
try.
guy's last name, yeah. Author of Vertigo, the making of a Hitchcock classic.
Why would you
Copyright.
get some
2021, James Wan, all rights reserved. DBA as movie head pictures.
2021?
And that's when he filmed it. And this is, like, easily the worst. Okay, guys, I haven't done this in a while, but we're going to do it right here because this is easily the worst poster that I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it, man. I can't see it.
Let's see, bro.
I'm out
Hang
here
on,
with
I
the
gotta set it up.
cicadas.
Yeah.
In case you can't tell.
Picker wheel. Sorry, guys. This is just gonna take a second. I'm just trying to get the. There we go. There's the source. Get this switched over here. Now you can see. Look at this title. It's literally just Ariel with that might, yeah. Is that Ariel? That might not be Ariel.
He's terrible.
Might be Times New Roman. I don't know. But it has just, it's black. It has a white drop shadow under it that is not even like offset properly, so it doesn't look right. And then there's like a silhouette of Hitchcock supposedly, and he's doing that thing with his hands. You know where the directors, they like put their thumbs together, and they like look between their fingers to like frame a shot or whatever. And then there's two other silhouettes off to the other side, and it's bright orange, and then there's just plain text underneath. Like, I could do a better poster than this in like 5 minutes. I'm not going to. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it and
you
send
want
it
to
to
do
him and be
one
like,
live
hey.
here on the True Blue Riftcast?
No, I'm not going to do it live on the
Okay.
True Blue Riftcast. I might, maybe afterward, I'll continue the stream and I'll work on a poster for James Webb.
Oh my God! Sorry, I almost stepped in animal feces.
I was gonna say, did you almost step in dog poop, or did you almost
Yeah,
get stung
that's
by a
exactly
bee? I
what
wasn't
happened.
sure. I wasn't sure. I knew it was gonna be one of those two. Okay, I just clicked off. This is, hey, and better covers. Michael Esquire. I had better covers on my book reports before home computers were a thing.
Oh, Mike Esquires. He's our good friend from, I believe, Rice and Toast, the Riff Show.
Oh.
Yeah. So we got a celebrity in the. I found that out. I did not know that.
Nice. I did not either until just now when you just told me that. Cool. Well,
Okay, so like here on the True Blue Riffcast, since we're talking about, since Mike Esquire is here, you remember when iRiffs were like a big part of the Riff Tracks experience?
yes.
And then they just kind of went away. I kind of missed that. I kind of miss the iRiffs kind of like filling in the blanks. That was a fun part, and it kind of stoked creativity. And it was a great kind of community building thing. And I met a lot of really cool people doing that. And I did my own riffs for a very long time.
Mike says it was a good community.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish that would come back around, but I can't fault Riff Tracks for wanting to focus on its own brand.
Yeah. And there's resources out there for, people. There's more resources now for people to get their own thing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, since we're finally done trying to wrap our heads around whatever James won, okay. We're moving on, guys. on to the next thing.
I am very okay. Just like put a bow on the Birdemic 4 stuff, because we didn't really talk about Birdemic 4. I call bullcrap.
It might not ever happen.
2025, give me a break.
I mean, how long has it taken him to work on Birdemic 3?
At least since 2016.
Yeah, when he tried his initial round of funding and got like $64 or something.
Yeah,
it was bad. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the weekend box office. Now, this was for Labor Day weekend, so it was an extended weekend. And they had that, the National Movie Theater Day or whatever the hell Saturday was, when movie tickets were $3 a piece, basically at any theater you went to. Everybody dropped their prices.
That's
for
what
every
they should
ticket to be
anyway.
$3. For any showing that day. And so I think these numbers are going to be artificially lower because of that, because obviously, that's like at my theater, that's a third of the ticket cost. It's like $9 for a ticket at my theater. So, obviously the numbers are going to be a lot lower because of that. But number one, guess, Dave. What do you think the number one movie was over Labor Day weekend?
Paw Patrol.
No, no, Paw Patrol is not. Paw Patrol is not on here.
That's literally like nothing I can say that is going to be right.
There were a couple re-releases over the weekend.
Hold on, wait. Okay, so can I try again?
Yes.
Okay, so is E.T. one of them?
No.
Oh.
Jaws was re-released. That's not the number one. That was number 9. So that's
what
it brought it on a weekend where movie tickets were $3 a piece. It brought in $3.3 million.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's not bad for a 45-year-old pile of trash.
Spider-Man No Way Home was re-released at the More Fun edition, where they put in reinserted some deleted scenes. Also not the number 1 movie. That was number 4.
What? Wow. I mean, I think that just goes to show you just how maybe not good. I mean, it is a good movie, but like in this context, maybe good is not the right way to describe it.
I didn't feel the need to go see it again just because it had a little bit of footage added back into it that's already a part of the Blu-ray that I own.
I've seen it twice in the theater, and I think that's enough.
No, Top Gun Maverick, the number 1 movie over Labor Day weekend.
You know what? F yeah.
After 15 weeks in the theater, with it now being available to rent and watch at home, it was the number 1 movie with almost $8 million.
You know what?
On the weekend where
Cruise.
one whole day was $3 a ticket. The number 2 movie, Bullet Train, which is one that I do want to see. DC League of Super Pets, Spider-Man No Way Home, the More Fun edition, and The Invitation, which my son went to go see, and he said it was awful.
That's why, wow. That's why I've seen basically 1 movie in the movie theaters in the last, 8 months, and it was Top Gun. And man, Hollywood needs to step up its game.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, this isn't going to change because they're still doing simultaneous releases of movies where they're streaming and in the theater. I
don't know why they think that's a good idea.
You gotta do one or the other, man. Don't
give them a
reason.
You gotta give them a reason to leave the house, man.
Halloween Ends is going to be in theaters and streaming on Peacock the day that it releases in theaters.
Well, I think that's because that's going to be a pile of garbage.
But, I'm kind of interested in watching it anyway. Just you know me. You know all my tastes in movies. I like watching hot piles of garbage. But if I can watch it, well, I guess this doesn't really pertain to me because with my new job, I can go see movies for not paying anything. But if I have the choice, I'm going to watch it at home because I can sit there in the comfort of my house, in my living room. I can stop the movie, if I need to. If, I don't have to worry about other people being on their cell phones like the lady in front of me when I took my son to go see the Dragon Ball movie. She was watching TikTok the entire time we were in the theater.
In a movie.
Exactly. Don't effing go, man. Just don't go. But if I cannot have to deal with that kind of thing, it's just I'm going to do it. So don't give us the option. Make us get that experience in theaters. If that's what you want, if you want to make a movie and have it in theaters, then just have it in theaters. Just have it in theaters. Don't put it out simultaneous at home. Even if you got to rent it. If I can rent a movie on Amazon the day it releases in theaters and I can pay $19 and I can watch it in the comfort of my own house, as opposed to, what it would cost to take the same number of people to go see that movie at the theater. And then, you got to get drinks and you got to get, you got to have concessions and all that stuff. I can eat at home and watch a movie. I'm going to do it.
And the snacks will cost you the same amount they would have buying them from Walmart as they would have from the concessions a year ago.
Yeah. So, just put it in the theaters. They need a cell phone section like those rooms churches have for people with crying babies. I agree, Mike. I agree. Or do it like a special showing. Like, here, this theater, this is our smallest and crappiest theater. And you can sit in here and watch it while you're on your phones. And as long as you pay us money, we don't care. I would be okay with showings like that. I know they have, like, special showings in some theaters during the day for, like, moms or stay-at-home parents where they can, like, bring their babies. And, like, they keep the lights up and it's... But, yeah, that just kind of brought everything to a grinding halt.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, did I lose Jeremy?
Because I think the movie that we watched, the last release from Riff Tracks, I think it melted something important in my brain.
Oh, no, do we really? We don't have to talk about this.
Yes, we do, Dave. We have to talk about Cats. I'm sorry, but we have to talk about it because this movie, this release... really, I am presented with a conundrum here.
Okay.
Because the riff for this movie was so good, but this movie is so bad. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again. As much as I like the riff.
No, there's a 0% chance I will watch this movie again.
Like the riff for this, I honestly... feel like it's a contender for Riff of the Year. But the movie itself, okay, I
so
feel Dave historically absolutely hates one riff that they released. And that is
there's
Oblivion.
a few of them.
Well, Oblivion was like the first.
Yeah, Oblivion was the first one.
that...
I was just like, you. Where I was just like mad at Riff Tracks for making me watch it.
That's how I felt watching Cats. The movie is just nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm sure there was some sort of a story happening.
No, there wasn't.
In the first part.
There was no story. The story was absent.
Jellicle.
Okay.
Jellicle. The word Jellicle has been rattling around in my almost empty head since I watched this riff. And every time they say it, it makes less and less sense.
Well, that's because it's not a word.
Do you remember? I know it's not actually a word. T.S. Eliot made it up in his poem, the original short poem that he wrote that had to do with cats, and Jellicle is like a version of cat. Because there's all these different types of cats out there, and it's just
it's a made-up word. It's something you would do. Okay, look. If we're gonna start the discussion on the word Jellicle, and we might as well because it's prominent, and it's one of the biggest problems that the movie has, is this concept of Jellicle cats. That's never expounded. It's kind of like in The Force Awakens, where they don't ever really explain like what the First Order is, but that's kind of forgivable because you can kind of figure it out with the first. You kind of piece it together, and also The Force Awakens is an excellent movie. Jellicle is just a nonsense phrase meant to be nonsense.
Links to the Triforce in the chat saying Jellicle. Come on. Knock it off.
So, but the thing is with Jellicle in the context of the musical and particularly the movie is that I did a little research on it, and Andrew Lloyd Webber was apparently like very charmed with this concept of Jellicle and it being just like nonsense, and so he wanted to put it in the musical like as much as possible to be an obnoxious twat. Okay. Now that is funny when you're 11. Okay.
What was the thing? Andrew Lloyd, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. But it's so like that's what's going on with Jellicle, and they repeat it ad nauseum to the point where it ceases being a joke and it becomes like an assault on the audience.
Yes, it is a literal affront to nature. What was it that I told you when you were messaging? Okay, I messaged Dave a little bit when I watched it the first time. I was talking about how horrible it was.
This is like
and
a
then,
day before I watched it.
Yeah, and then he watched it, and he was sending me messages, and like I could pretty much tell what part of the movie he was at by the messages I was receiving. But I can't remember exactly how I worded it, and I'm gonna stick by this, and I'm gonna just say it now. This movie was an affront to nature that never should have been birthed from hell.
Well, I agree with you, but I mean, I think we really got to look at the movie from, like, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we already started with Jellicle, but like, there's so much more wrong with it, and I guess we'll like get into like the technical specifics of it when we go through like our rating,
because we got a lot of stuff to talk about with that. Just because this was the first movie ever to get a patch.
While it was
in theaters. We'll talk about that when we get to
one of the things that really bothered me. One of the things that really bothered me, and like I guess now is as good a time to bring it up as any, is like these cats were way too human. And I know that like that's like part of like the stage production. Now, if you go and you look at pictures from the stage production, the cats are much more feline. I mean, of course they are played by human actors, of course, but like they have like feline noses. They have like their catness, their felinity is much more pronounced. And in the like I mean, Jeremy, back me up here. I was sending you messages. I was like, I hate their noses.
Oh yes,
like their human noses.
Totally.
Their human noses bug me. And then at one point, I hate their feet.
Yeah,
I don't want to see their gross human feet. like
Sherry in the chat
time...
says all of cats is an affront to nature.
Yeah,
all of it.
So just
yes,
kind of like every time like something that was like exceptionally human that jumped out at me, it was revolting to me. And it was
everything about this movie was just awful. Everything about it. So the plot for this movie.
There's no plot.
Yeah, there is some sort of something that happens like at the end. The whole point of the film is these stray Jellicle cats are trying to prove to Dame Judi Dench, and we'll get to these people in a second in our next point. They're trying to prove that they're the ones who deserve to die so that they can be reborn into a new life.
Which makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense to me. I wanted to die because of the movie, but cats would have been fine as a jazz dance recital and no one opening their mouth. A jazz dance recital, yeah, that's the only way that would be acceptable. I agree with you, Sherry, 100%.
So, but you say like that's the plot, and at the end, Jennifer Hudson gets to go into a hot air balloon and fly off to hell.
Yeah, basically. Fly out of hell, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they get turned into regular cats at the end. Is that the whole point?
They get reborn as an actual cat on Regula 4 and get to go live with like the queen or something. But
there's a bad cat who's like abducting somehow vanishing cats into a river barge. Yes. And let's just move on to the acting, because the plot is
there's one more thing I want to say about the plot.
Go ahead.
Like the real quote unquote plot of this is that they introduce what's her name? The white cat. The extremely CGI live action
Victoria.
White cat. Yeah.
Victoria.
She's supposed to be the star, but it's like, who gives a shit about her? Like,
right. She's not even up for contention to be reborn.
No. She's just like following everybody around. It really like follows her around, and she's
the proxy.
All these other. Yeah. The point is, I guess, world building in this world of cats, and like how
can
many
you even call it world building?
Different That's what Wikipedia describes it as, man.
It's not.
Uh,
Because nothing makes any damn sense.
Like the point of this, Wikipedia says the whole point of this whole damn thing is quote unquote kitty cat world building. I'm not making that up. Go to Wikipedia. That's what it says.
Oh my
that
God.
is their defense of this
Kitty
whole
cat
concept's
world
existence.
building.
But I mean, they didn't
Awful.
say kitty cat. I mean, it's world building. Kitty cat is what I just threw on there. So quote unquote might have been a misnomer, but the plot is going through and like, oh, here's Rebel Wilson. She's fat. Isn't
Mike-
that hilarious? And
Mike
cat.
says-
Oh, here's James Corden. He's fat too, and he's also a cat. Like
Mike says
that
I'm
was-
still waiting for my cat's disc to watch the riff and that we're scaring him. You should be
Yeah,
scared.
no, it's bad, dude.
Be afraid.
People talk about how bad this movie was, and it's like you hear that and like you don't think anything about it. It's like
Yeah.
you've seen bad movies before. No, this is like everything you heard about it.
It's worse.
Like you cannot prepare yourself for how bad it is.
Like, we've seen Baby Ghost and we've seen, other
We've seen
unwatchable
Copper Mountain,
movies.
which is
Okay, we'll get to that a little bit later because I've
okay.
got some things to say about that. But okay, here's the cast list for this movie. Okay,
oh god.
and I feel very bad for some of these people, and I don't know how they got them in this movie. I especially feel bad.
I feel bad for one person,
Yes, and that's Ian
and I'll tell you
McKellen.
the exact scene I feel bad for him in.
I know what you're talking about. Mike says Roller Gator. Yes, this is we love Roller Gator here on
Dude,
the
Roller
True
Gator's
Blue
amazing.
Riffcast.
Don't you speak that way about Roller Gator?
It's literally
Yes,
a
sir.
nightmare. Sherry says it's literally a nightmare translation of the worst musical of all time. I tend to agree with that, but okay. So we've got Francesca
Okay, as far
Hayward.
as
She's
musicals
Victoria
go,
the
this is
cat.
Worst. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Dame Judi Dench as Old Deuteronomy. Okay. Idris Elba as McCavity the Mystery Cat. We have Jennifer Hudson as Grisabella the Glamour Cat.
I'm
We
voting
have
for William Hung.
Laurie Davidson as Mr. Mistopheles, who is the Magic Cat. We have Rebel Wilson as Jenny Anydots, who's a striped cat. She's a Gumby cat. And during this song where they're singing about Gumby cats, I'm so glad that they brought up you can be a Gumby cat if you're born on Gumbasia. I'm so glad that they actually made that joke.
They only made a talking cat joke, which I thought was a mistake.
We have James Corden as Buster Jones.
Boo.
Jason Derulo as Rum Tum Tugger. God, I can't believe these names.
These names are really stupid.
Taylor Swift as Bomba Lorena.
Was that her?
Yeah. She was the one who was getting all the cats high on catnip. And then, of course, Sir Ian McKellen as Gus Asparagus, the theater cat.
We have this. Okay, so we have this man. He's the one guy I felt sorry for.
I did too. I told Dave I felt like somebody took advantage of him to get him in this movie.
He's clearly an old man. He's Gandalf. He's been Magneto, and whatever the hell else he was. He was a Nazi war criminal, an apt pupil. He's done all these amazing roles, and here he is in Cats, licking when they showed him just lapping up milk.
That, yes, exactly. He had
That
his face in a
just like,
saucer.
what? No.
And he was literally lapping up. I'm like, oh man.
Oh,
no. Seriously? They made him do that?
That just made me feel bad for him.
Yes. That particular scene was so pathetic. It was pathetic. And they made Sir Ian McKellen do it.
I would
come
like
on,
to say,
guys.
I would like to say that on this day, when we're probably going to lose the Queen of England, I would just like to point out that 2 members of this cast were knighted by that woman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just bad. That's John Carradine levels of elderly actor abuse.
Yep. Fact
Yeah.
check true.
Yep. There's no lie. No lie detected. So for acting, I'm giving this another 0. Like,
Oh,
I
wait,
can't-
are we going?
we'll get a 0 for plot. A big goose egg of nothing for a plot.
Well, I didn't even know we were doing that yet. So, so I also give it a 0. Acting, I give it a 0 because it's like I don't think it's the actor's fault. I mean, I know we say that a lot.
Yeah.
But like here, I don't think it's the actor's fault. But it's just like, but it's not their fault. But the acting was still horrendous, and I think it has everything to do with the director. And we will get to that when we get there.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I have many things to say about the directing in this.
You know, I just realized something. Ian McKellen was talking about filming
Super Mario
filming The
Brothers.
Hobbit and how bad it was filming The Hobbit because of all the green screen that he had to do.
Yeah, and he like had a breakdown. That's horrible.
So now he had to do it again in Cats. And I'm sure it was even more than what he had to deal with for The Hobbit. And the limited amount of time he's even in this movie. And that just makes me feel even worse now. I just made myself feel sadder. How can literally anyone make any of this content and make it good? You physically can't. I agree, Sherry. You physically could not make
It
a
still
good
gets
movie
a
out of
0
this.
though. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's not their fault, but it's just like I don't think we can give. I don't think we can budge on the score because it's not their fault.
Nope. Dialogue has to get a
0.
0, and there's a specific reason why this has to get a 0, because everything is in music. There was like 2 lines of spoken word in this.
Yeah.
The rest was all sung. It was all music. So dialogue.
It's like this director's other musical, Les Miserables. That was all. Yeah.
Cinematography is getting a 0 from me. Also,
Big fat one because I don't think there really was any.
No, like they tried. You could tell that they tried to make it look like a theater stage, like converted into a film, and it just didn't. It didn't work. It didn't work. The signs.
There are 2 shots. There are 2 shots where, like, for me, that like where you can tell like they tried, but it just like it didn't work. Maybe 3. The 2 that I'm thinking of is like those burglar cats when they're on the stairs.
Mungo
and
Jerry
they're, like,
and Rumpeltugger, whatever that.
F if I know.
Rumpelteaser.
like-
Sorry.
That shot when you and then there's the shot when they all are dancing on the railway tie.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that they just wanted like those shots just like look majestic, like the railway tie in particular, I think. But it just did, like, the CGI is just so bad and like so just like awful and horrendous that it's just no 0. F you.
Yeah. It was horrible. It was horrible. Editing, bad. It's just bad. It's a 0. Editing is a 0.
0.
Now we get into the first category that we really need to discuss, and that's effects. And that's because this movie was released, and it was unfinished. It was literally unfinished. There was a bunch of errors in the CGI.
Yeah.
There was scenes where you could actually see the actors' like regular hands, and you could see like the sleeves for the thing they were wearing. And it was bad. It was awful. So they did something unprecedented, and
They
better
updated the
never
movie
do
like
this
you
again.
update your PlayStation.
Yeah, it was. They sent it out an updated movie. They sent out an update
patch.
for the movie. Yeah, it was a patch. It was a digital cinema package, as they call it, with improved visual effects. That was a download for them to
It's a DLC.
replace. Yeah, it was deal. It was a day one patch because the film was released on December 20th. They noted on opening day, hey, we're sending out this patch. It'll be ready on the 22nd. Download it as soon as possible to fix the movie. Like, guys, you can't do that. I mean, you can. Obviously, they did, but you can't do that. This is not a video game. This is a movie.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that with a video game either, by the way.
I mean, some of that is like, oh, hey, we missed this glitch, and it's like borking everybody's save files. We're going to push this patch out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But, like, this is unexcusable. 100% unexcusable. I mean, the movie was bad already anyway. This didn't really make anything any better. But just the fact that they did this is, like, it's so wrong on so many levels.
Right.
And
well, even baking that into the cake. Okay. I mean, like, we all kind of knew that, like, going in, like, you and me knew it, especially because here we are 3 years later watching it for Rift Track, which was the only way we're going to watch. It was the only way we were going to watch it. And I think we could just dispense with the question is like, would you watch this on Rift? And the answer is obviously no.
Nope.
But
not even once.
Yeah.
I watched it once Rift, and I'm probably never going to watch it again.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
said.
So yeah, we just answered the last question in the middle here. But I think that
Effects gets a big fat 0.
Yeah, Effects gets a big fat 0. But I think that, like, with all that baked into the cake, what we got was the final definitive version.
It's still awful.
And it was still awful. Like
it was a nightmare.
Like,
literally, it was a nightmare.
I'm not a visual effects expert, but, like, I'll just call it like the smoothing of, like, it's really bad. It's like, it's not like synced. It's not like it doesn't look real.
Yeah.
It's very it's real bad. And, like, I paid $4 to rent it.
It was very. It's weird because I want to say Uncanny Valley, but it's not quite Uncanny Valley.
It's not quite Uncanny Valley, but it's
it
just like,
feels like
Uncanny
Valley, though.
You get kind of dizzy and seasick watching it because it's like it's almost liquid.
It was it's just awful,
that's
guys.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, I mean, just all around bad 0. Screw you.
Okay, sound. This is the other one. Sound and music.
0.
That gets a 0 because, okay, this Memory is like the song that this whole musical is known for. Like, that's the only song. Yeah, Memory. That's the song. That's the big song that everybody knows from this musical is Memory. That's like the one that's like notable for whatever reason, even though it's not a good song. But most of these songs were just like, please stop saying Jellicle, because every song says Jellicle like 80 times in it, and it just, I hated it. The only thing that I didn't hate was that Beautiful Ghosts song. That was the only part that I didn't hate. I didn't really like it, but I didn't hate it.
Okay, look, I don't even know what song that is. See, and that's another thing about the songs, okay, is that I don't remember any of them. I don't even remember that one that you're talking about.
I just remember the Dancing with Beautiful Ghosts line.
Songs are supposed to be memorable.
Yeah.
Like you got a friend in me. Like you doing that thing you do. You know, like movie songs are supposed to be like you hear a song that just takes you right back to that. I'm right back in the theater and it's 1995. I'm 14 years old and Wow, what a great memory that was. Or Mortal Kombat. Like, wow, just like what an amazing time in my life that was. I wish I was there right now. I guess it's good because I don't remember any of the I don't remember any of the songs from Cats. And
It's
I watched
not
it
worth remembering any
yesterday.
of the songs from Cats. As far as I'm
But
concerned.
but you know, name a movie that has a famous song from it, and you know it. Like
Yeah.
this movie is nothing but songs.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a single one of them. So zero.
Yes, absolutely zero. And it's just the overall quality of everything in this is not good.
Oh, dude, I
Um,
wanted this movie to end so bad. Last time we talked about we were building a lexicon, and I couldn't remember if we came up with a term for I want this movie to end very badly. But I think we did.
It's
I
the
think it was
Copper Mountain effect. Yep.
The Copper
Mountain effect. Yep.
This is the epitome of the Copper Mountain effect. I don't want to change the term, but if we were inclined to change the term, we would change it to the Cats effect. But I'm not inclined to change it. But this is like the definition of the Copper Mountain effect.
Yes,
you want it to end so badly.
This has more of a Copper Mountain effect than Copper Mountain did.
Yeah,
Like,
Copper Mountain's bad.
it gets to the point where they're like at the Jellicle ball or whatever the hell it was.
And you're like, there's another hour?
And I'm like, oh, good, it's almost over. They're going to pick a cat to die, and that's it. Then the movie will be done. And then I checked, and there was an hour left on the movie, and I'm like, what is going on? How is there still an hour left in the movie? It feels like I've already been watching it for 2 hours, and there was still an hour left. It was so bad. It was so bad, and that's all thanks to Tom Hooper, as far as I'm concerned. This bastard.
I used to have so much respect for this man.
Well, he did
Like,
some good
okay.
movies, like
He did John Adams, amazing series.
yeah,
He did. Then he followed that up with The King's Speech. And then he did something no one was quite expecting him to do. He did Les Miserables. Les Miserables. Okay, and I think this should have been a warning sign to everybody because at the time, everyone thought Les Miserables was good, and I don't know how they could have thought that because, of course, we all know that Russell Crowe sang in that movie, and it was horrendous. And then he did another movie that nobody saw called The Danish Girl.
yep.
Look that up.
I don't even remember that movie. And then he did Cats, which he produced, and wrote.
Yeah. So he has all this clout. He did all of his clout really comes from The King's Speech.
Yeah.
So then for a while, he does some other crap. And then he's like, well, I want to do Cats. And he just threw himself into this. And I think he kind of exposed that he's really a colossal hack.
Yeah. This. All right. So here's the stats for this movie. All right. This movie had a budget of somewhere between $80 and $100 million.
Oh my God. That's more money than they spent on Batgirl.
110 minutes long, which I don't understand that because it felt like it was 4 hours. And it made a grand total of $75.5 million in the box office.
I'm
I don't know.
amazed it made that much.
It is estimated to have lost Universal between $71 million and $114 million after marketing and distribution costs.
That is a lot of money.
So
especially going into COVID.
It lost more than its budget because of marketing and distribution. So not only that is especially horrible to lose that much money on a movie.
So, okay, I think after Les Miserables, like maybe he should learn, maybe musicals, stage musicals converted to the screen. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I should have learned my lesson. Like I have this reputation as being this God King filmmaker with the King's Speech and John Adams. Like maybe I should just kind of like stick to my strengths and like not indulge in, trash.
Yeah.
But what he does is like, I don't want to say that, like, okay, so he won Best Picture, all kinds of Academy Awards in 2010. Like he started the decade off at a high. Like he was Mr. It.
Yeah.
With the King's Speech. 2019, he brings us Cats to close the decade out with what many people consider like it is on the list on Wikipedia for it's widely considered one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
So like that's quite a fall.
Yeah. Yeah, this all right. Let's finish this. Directing is a big fat nothing.
Yeah,
Character and personality of the film, big fat nothing. This
nothing,
movie's got no personality. The only thing that this movie is going to get any points on is the riffs. It's going to get a full 5. A full 5 points. And that's the only reason this movie is not going to get a flat 0. Because
Riff Track saved it. Well, I mean, I think it got like but okay, well, let's be real here. I mean, like are you and me ever going to like give like a bad score to Riff Tracks?
Probably not.
Okay. So
it's just more like it would be probably anything between like a 4 and a 5, just depending on if we feel like it's more like a filler release or something like that.
Yeah, then it might get
that they're
like
not like
3
focusing
3, 5,
as much
very
on.
lowest. Yeah. But I think that like when you remove the Riff Tracks element.
Oh yeah,
this like look, I don't even think like as far as like it has a personality. It does. But the personality that it has is a 0.
Yeah.
Like it gets it a 0. It does have a personality. It does. But its personality is like
awful.
Lauren Lapkus in The Wrong Missy. It's horrendous. It's bad. You don't like. You would like it. Like if this movie was a date, you would ditch. You would leave.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh okay.
No, I'm just saying that's what you would say. I have to go to the bathroom.
I thought
I'll
you
be
were
right
saying
back.
that for real.
No.
I was like, we're in the middle of a podcast here, Jeremy.
No, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna stand by this statement.
Okay.
This is the worst movie that Riff Tracks has released a riff for.
I don't think I can argue with that.
I would rather watch Things than ever watch this movie again.
So
and
yeah,
I'm talking Rift here, and let's not get that crazy. But I'm glad I didn't have to pay for the riff of this. I mean, the Kickstarter I did pay for it, but I'm never gonna watch it again. This was a one-time deal. As much as I loved the riff, I was laughing so hard, but at the same time, I was dying inside. Like Dave said, this movie was stealing the life from us.
Yeah,
as we were watching it. It was actively draining the life out of our bodies.
This movie feels like someone is stealing your life, stealing your time.
Oh, so bad. So bad. And that's why I'm conflicted, because the riff was so good on this movie, but I never want to watch it again.
Well, for me, the riff for me, I'm not as enthusiastic. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not as enthusiastic about the riff as you are, because for me, it felt like the guys were suffering through it with me.
Yeah.
So like it was a fun time. I mean, the riff is a fun time, of course, but like I can't like I don't think the riff saves it as an experience. I don't
think
mean,
it does
like,
either.
that's what
I really
Riff
don't
Tracks
think it
is.
does.
That's what Riff Tracks excels at, is that they take these movies that are otherwise unwatchable and redeems them and makes them a good experience. I'm not saying Riff
Cats.
Tracks failed, because there's no way they could have redeemed. There's no way even they could have redeemed this film,
Right.
because it was not. I don't think it was a pleasant experience for them to make, and it certainly wasn't a pleasant experience for us to watch.
Right.
But
Sherry in chat says, I would rather have someone pulled out each of my teeth without painkillers than watch this movie.
That's fair.
Yep. No lie. I can't refute that at all.
I did my due diligence as a number one Riff Tracks fan.
As did I.
And,
we both did.
Yeah, we both did our duty, and I think neither one of us are. I mean, like, we did our part, and that's all we're gonna do.
Yeah. If you can watch this movie without paying, and do it, do it with the riff, so at least you can. I don't know. I don't even know if I can recommend it, honestly. Because I don't want other people to have to suffer. But the guys had to suffer to make it. So, I don't know. I'm so...
Well,
like
I mean, I think you and me often, you and I fall into this trap where we feel like we're being disloyal to Riff Tracks if we are to tell people, go ahead and skip this one. It might cost Riff Track sales and this and that. I don't think we have that much power, honestly. So, I see, even now after saying that, like put that aside, like, you know what?
Oh, Dave!
What?
Dave, we have breaking news.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Finish your thought.
Finish my thought is use your best judgment. Okay, that's my best thought. Okay,
ladies and gentlemen,
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Elizabeth II has died. The Queen is dead. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I honestly wasn't expecting it. I figured it would, but like the trending on Twitter hasn't even updated yet. But this was posted by my local news channel, on their Twitter feed. But like the trending hasn't updated.
With that in mind, Jeremy, would you watch Cats on Rift?
Hell no.
No, where he did that. I couldn't pass up that joke. So it's King Charles now, I guess. I mean, he's probably going to call himself something different.
This is from the royal family's Twitter feed. The Queen has died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and Queen consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow.
The King?
Yeah, her son Charles, who is now king,
they're calling
will
him
return
the king
to London on Friday. Wow. Yeah, that's
God save the king.
It's weird that this is happening. I don't know. It's just kind of surreal that that there's a change in power.
I told
like that.
myself I wouldn't make this joke because it's just in such bad taste.
Matthew J. Elliott, if you are listening to this at all, please,
I'm
please stop
definitely
now.
not going to tell the joke of her last words were, "Of course, you killed Diana." I mean, come on. I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to do it, Jeremy.
Dave.
We have it's like it is way too soon.
Huh. I don't know. I really thought
Yeah.
I really thought it would happen not while we were live.
Oh, dude, she was already dead. She died like this morning. I mean, like when I saw that Harry and Meghan were on their way to Balmoral, and I was like, she's gone. She's already. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just
okay.
listening to you.
I thought maybe you hung up on me because of my incredibly tasteless joke.
No. It's just weird. It's because it doesn't matter to us as Americans. Like,
well, I mean, in a way, it does because
it affects us.
We
but it doesn't.
We came from there. I mean, like they're essentially our monarchs by proxy historically.
Yes,
but what can you do?
Right. I mean, it's surreal, just because as far as
we've never had another monarch in our lifetimes.
Yeah, and we do, and it's weird.
It's just like the second Elizabethan age is over. Now we're in the Charlestonian age. I don't know.
Charlestonian.
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 The great taste of Charleston Chew.
And we go to Futurama. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. On that note.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be done for the day.
Because this can only go bad places. I mean, we're already in a real bad place.
Yeah. I mean, we're not like laughing about the fact that the queen is dead. That's not. I mean, don't take this wrong, guys. It's just
dark humor. That's how we roll.
Hey, you gotta. It's gallows humor. You gotta be able to make fun of the dark to understand it.
Well, do you want to know who I really feel for? Not really the royal family because they're public figures. F them. But I kind of feel bad for like the subjects of the queen that we know. Like I think like our friends up in Canada, like my friends Al Creed and Edgy Berserker.
Hey, Edgy's my friend too.
Yeah, well, okay, I didn't say she wasn't, but I think I kind of feel bad for them because I know Al's family just loves the queen. But I also like more specifically more Riff Tracks related and more this show focused. I kind of the people I feel sorry for specifically is Matthew J. Elliott.
Yeah.
And Ian Potter, because like I don't really know, like a president hasn't died in our lifetimes. Like while or while a president was in office.
Yeah.
Might happen soon, but not yet. But so we don't really like have that experience, and now they do now, and it's got to be kind of like a blow for them, and like like on some level, and so that's kind of who like I kind of feel not sorry for, but just like, oh, it must be really tough for them right now. Like I don't know what it is like that they're thinking or that they're going through, because that family and that woman in particular is such a big part of their culture and their cultural identity. I mean,
enough about that. We're going to wrap things up.
Yeah, let's wrap things up.
Let me stop talking about death. Cat sucks. Yeah. But hey, if you like the podcast, even with us talking about cats, and dead loyalty. Yeah. You can support us. You can go to patreon.com/trueblueriffcast. You can drop us a couple dollars a month there. You can subscribe right here through Twitch or send us bits or whatever the heck it is. And I don't get that very often, so I don't know. But I know we can get those here. Or you can just follow us on Twitch here, and that way you'll get alerts whenever we go live, because it does change. I have no idea what my new work schedule is going to be like, so
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We always find a way.
My mornings are always open, so
yeah, we always find a way to get to it. So we will, just because we enjoy doing it. It doesn't matter if we're getting money or whatever from it. It's just something we like doing. So don't feel like you have to throw money our way. I don't want to pressure you into it, because ultimately it doesn't matter. We're going to do this anyway in our free time. So. Because we love Riff Tracks that much.
Yep.
Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at PBandAwesome. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at TBRiffcast.
And you can check me out on Twitter at dchadwickauthor. You can check out my website, davechadwick.info. There are links to all my Amazons and Goodreads and stuff. You can get all of my books right now for 99 cents on Amazon.
Woo woo.
And God Save the King.
Yeah. I don't know if let me see if anybody's on. Oh, you know what? No. We're going to Riff Tracks. Riff Tracks right now is showing a talking cat, so we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna send our
that's a
people
good
to
cat
Riff
movie.
Tracks. The good cat movie.
That's
yeah.
the superior cat movie. Eat it, cats, Tom
Eat it.
Hooper. You jerk.
I'm so glad I never have to watch it again.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll see you guys next time right here on the True Blue Riffcast.
Meatloaf.
What are we, millionaires?
What are we, millionaires?